my friends. What up to all my nerds, all my classy ladies, all my good-looking bros, all my fantastical fae creatures. How are you all doing this evening? I hope you all are doing well. I hope you're feeling particularly loved in this moment that I'm talking to you. I hope that your day has been good. I hope that you've gotten some really good sleep recently. If not, maybe if you're not busy, you can sleep a little bit during this video while I'm talking. You can take a couple of Z's if you would like. I definitely want you to be able to get much needed rest, because rest is important. This has been a theme that I have been dealing with, a good friend of mine has been dealing with, a lot of people that I know who are spiritual people have also been dealing with. 1 minute and 11 seconds as I say that, so it is the beginning of some great things are approaching for you, and so resting up before will ensure that you are prepared to deal with the massive amount of stuff you're about to have to get into, what you're about to have to be involved in. It is the 21st of Love Month, and we are 7 days away from Fantastical March. March Madness, as some people call it. I don't know why they call it that. I don't know what happens in March that makes it mad or crazy. But I am talking low because my sister is sleeping and she had a particularly busy day working on film set things. Did you have your water today? If you didn't, it's okay. 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Don't beat yourself up about it. But right now, grab some water if you've got some. Let's take a couple sips together. If you don't have some, feel free to pause this video so that you can get some water so we can have that together. If you did have water today, kudos. I'm very, very proud of you. 2 minutes and 32 seconds as I say that. I'm absolutely glowing with pride. Oh my goodness. Y'all, today was a good day. Today was a very good day for me, which is nice. It's nice to be having good days. 3 minutes and 3 seconds as I say this. For me, that is the number that represents universal love, romantic love, all the love. It has been a very good day. Popped up this morning and was wondering if I was going to be resting again, and my inner child was like, let's do a live stream. So that's what we did. We did a live stream and I played Roblox Doors, which is a horror game technically, and that was great. And then I played Crime Scene Cleaner, which is another one of the games that I really, really like. And I was able to record 2 videos. Out of those, I've already posted the one where I played Roblox, but the other one, I feel like that one needs to be edited, because YouTube can be really funny about video game related gore and violence. And even though it's kind of like a power wash simulator, there's a lot of blood involved because it's a crime scene cleaning type situation. But I had so much fun doing it. I woke up and I did a little bit of meditating and I locked in, asked my inner child if she wanted to take the helm, which she did. And we kind of chilled out and then prepped for another stream. It felt a lot more natural this time than the other times that I've been doing it. There's still a little bit of awkwardness that I have and a little bit of nervousness that I have towards the process, because I respect it so much, because I really like the process. So when I was like fixing up my other wig and, you know, setting up my laptop and getting my camera ready in 4 minutes and 44 seconds. So as I was in the midst of, you know, prepping and planning for the stream, I still was feeling like those butterflies of being like, damn, anybody can pop in here that I don't know. And you know, they could have a problem with what's going on, or, you know, people are going to be able to see me and, you know, 5 minutes and 5 seconds as I'm saying this, they'll be able to see me and talk to me in real time. And it's a bit nerve-wracking, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think it's different when you're doing a live where it's just you. Like for me, I don't know, I feel like for some people that's more intimate to do a live where it's just you and you're not doing anything else. But for me, that's essentially like doing a video here. So I would be looking at the phone and waiting to see comments and talking to you guys and asking you questions. So for me, that's not as nerve-wracking as doing something that other people can watch and critique and judge while I am, you know, recording. But it was a really cool day. I had 2 people, my best friend and one other person, Psychedelic Zuki. I appreciated their presence. 5 minutes and 55 seconds as I say that, so thank you to the 2 of you. If you see this video, thank you so much for being a part of my live. It was so much fun. I really appreciated it. It was great to look over and see that there were 2 people who were watching and chatting, and it was a fun time. I had a really good time with you guys. It was pretty amazing. And it's helping me get out a lot of those jitters, you know, a lot of that nervousness, which is why I haven't really been announcing that I've been streaming. I haven't been like, hey guys, come watch me, because I'm kind of doing these like first batch of videos to kind of get used to the format and get used to it. Excuse me. But I believe this is all a part of the process, you know? When we start doing things that are new, we feel a little uncomfortable at first because we're not used to doing it. So that, to me, makes sense. It just means that we respect the process. So we did that, and then after that, I got off, I went and I created a thumbnail for the video that I did. I'm getting faster at it. Creating thumbnails is taking like 5 minutes tops. Now I know that there are more professional level thumbnails that you can attach to your videos, and I know that if I had like any of the Adobe suites where I could like super edit thumbnails, they would look more highbrow. But for right now, my spiritual team is like, nope, just get the videos out there, you know, create little fun, you know, thumbnails, because this whole process that you're doing now is to prepare you for, it's to get you used to the process. Spirit has told me that they're going to send me the things that I need in order to make it the way that it will be the most effective. So as far as professional level stuff, if that's what is to happen, I will apparently meet or run into the right people for the job. So it's just really fun, guys. It's just so cool to learn that there is something that I really, really enjoy and that I have a really good time doing it. I was telling my best friend afterwards that I just felt so... Excuse me. I just felt so good. I just felt amazing. Sitting there playing the video game and joking and talking to the chat. It was just so much fun. It was so much fun. It made me so happy. And then I would look to the side of my Twitch channel screen as I'm making sure that my channel, the sound is coming through and everything. And I would see other people's channels that I followed on the side screen. And I had this really weird moment where it was like, I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but there's this moment where I recognized myself as one of the people that I follow. A person who is doing what they love and what they care about, and they're practicing at it and they're getting better at it and they're enjoying the process. And it was a really nice moment. It was a really nice moment to be like, wow, I'm here, I'm doing it. This is my definition of success right here. Having something that I've always wanted to do and swallowing the fear and stepping through the fear. Excuse me. And doing it anyways. So, I was very happy to do that. Made me so happy. And then, welcome to the new subscribers that I have. We are climbing ever closer to 1,000 subscribers, y'all. I don't even know what to do with myself. I don't know what to do with myself. Like, I know I said I was gonna do a live, and I will. So I guess I might do a poll, so keep an eye out for those of you watching this video. I might do a poll to see what a good time of the day or night is good for me to do a live, so that those of you who watch my videos consistently and those who are watching now, like if I do a poll and you guys can tell me like which time is best for me to do it, that way when I do it there will actually at least be 3 or 4 people, you know, who can who can be in attendance. Because I know sometimes people are very like when some of you have subscribed to my channel, you're not necessarily subscribing so that you can talk to me, you're subscribing so that you can watch the content, or maybe both, I don't know. But so yeah, I think I'm gonna do a poll of that. I'll pick like 3 or 4 different times and see how you guys feel about it, see what the majority says. But I can't believe it. I can't believe it that we're getting closer and closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers, which again, to bigger channels, I believe one of the channels that I saw today had 232,000 subscribers. And I was like, that's really great, because it was 232, so it was 23. And what's weird is it doesn't make me feel any type of way about the amount of subscribers I have. It's like, that's great that they have that, like they've been doing it long enough, and that's really cool for them. 11 minutes and 23 seconds on my timer as I say this. So it's like, I'm happy for other people who are getting the support, you know, who are getting subscribers and who are getting love. And I feel like there's enough space for all of us. That's why I'm constantly trying to encourage you all to follow your passions, or to do things that excite you, or to post things if you're a person who wants to entertain, to get out there and entertain. If you want to do choreography and you eventually want to choreograph for K-pop groups, I think you should do it. There's more than enough room for all of us out here, because we don't all want the exact same thing, and we don't want to do the exact same thing, and we also aren't going to show up in the exact same ways that we do things. Everybody's experience, their like their life experience, their backstory, if you will, 12 minutes and 12 seconds as I say this, everybody's backstory is different. So it's going to present itself and manifest differently in the work that you all do, in the art that you do, in the conversations that you have, your entire life. It's going to be different, even if people do similar things to you. So I'm just feeling particularly blessed right now. I just feel really blessed. I really, my sister was telling me today that she feels like she's in a hurry up and wait space, where she's being told, yeah, just chill out. Like, you've done all the work that you needed to do, and now you are to be in the now and just be in a place of receiving, where you're receiving stuff. And we've been in this place before. We've been in this place before, and some of you are like, well, I'm still in that place. Well, if you're still in that place, then there might be a part of you that's still not very comfortable with receiving. You're still not very comfortable with resting and relaxing. 13 minutes and 13 seconds as I say that. So somebody watching this, you're still struggling to relax. I'm getting that it's the type of person who, when you're sick, you'll still try to answer work calls, or you'll still try to get things done because you hate sleeping and you always have to be busy, you always have to be doing something. I would encourage you, for those of you who constantly are like Energizer bunnies and you constantly have to be running, what is that? That's not something you have to put in the comments or answer for me, but I would encourage you to ask yourself, why do you constantly have to be in motion? And I know some people will respond with, well, that's just how I am. That's totally fine if you're an excitable and energetic person, but rest is a natural state of being for all creatures that breathe air. All creatures that live. Rest is important, especially if you're a mammal. Rest is very important. Rejuvenation is very important. In order for you to live a life that's more sustainable, you have to rest. And I know you guys are probably really tired of hearing it, because I feel like some of you are venturing onto other spiritual channels and you're getting the exact same message. I know I be getting the exact same message. I'd be like, damn, I don't want to watch this video. This video is telling me something that I don't want to do. I'm gonna watch this other one. And then the first thing in the other video, they'll be like, you need to rest. And I'm like, damn it, they caught me. There was nothing I could do about it. There was nothing I could do about it. So, yes, get your rest on and ask yourself, why do you always have to be running? Why do you always have to be running? What's going on? I don't think everybody deals with this, but I feel like some people run because they fear what they will feel if they stop. Or perhaps they fear that they won't be able to keep going if they stop, or that they'll break down and cry if they stop. And then my next question to you would be, why would that be such a bad thing that you cry? 15 minutes and 15 seconds, as I say that. Why would it be such a bad thing that you cry? Why would it be such a bad thing that you kind of relax and you don't get back up for a while? You just rest and rejuvenate. What would be the worst case scenario? Now, if you're like a doctor and you're like, well, I can't rest because lives are on the line. Well, there's got to be some type of rest that you can take, because even doctors, even people who be, working the 24-hour shift at 7-Eleven, everybody needs rest. You're not robots. That's not how you were built. You were built to, at some point, rest your body. So look into those things, because rest is important. Very important. Side note. Side note. I cut up some chicken breast earlier and am currently marinating that tonight. If you have protein, marinating it overnight, it's gonna get in there. The marinade is gonna have the opportunity to get into the protein. So tomorrow I'm going to make a vegetable and grilled chicken spaghetti, because I personally do not like ground beef or ground turkey in my spaghetti. I've just fallen out of love with the texture. I think it's like because it's kind of crumbly. I prefer like thicker pieces of things. So like spaghetti sauce with steak in it, or with like grilled chicken chunks, or with lamb in it. Like, I'm always looking to switch up proteins. I honestly would do a salmon spaghetti, but I would need to do like a cream sauce, maybe like a cream lemon sauce with garlic, and then I would probably need to cook the filet and just lay it on top. Because the thing with chicken and steak and lamb is you can cut those up and you can like put them in the spaghetti sauce, but with fish you can't do that because it would break up. So I don't know, that might be something I like to try at some point. I'm telling you guys, if you're like, I want to know how to cook more, I want to cook better, go to Pinterest. The amount of recipes that are on there is crazy. There's so many. Whenever I find a recipe that I really like, I add it to my little cookbook that I'm making. I'm making a cookbook. And it's essentially just all of the things that I like. I realized at a certain point in my life that I was like, wow, I don't know how to cook. And I was like, and I want to learn how to cook. And then I want to be able to know what my favorites are in one location, and be able to find those things so that I can cook them for myself. So I am in the process of doing that. I still think one of my favorite things to cook are homemade spring rolls. So essentially you take rice paper and then you get like carrots, cucumber, imitation crab, avocado, and you essentially create your own spring roll. So you cut those things up in like long slices, and then you put them in the rice paper and you wrap it up, and then you can eat it. And that is actually a great thing. What I used to do is I used to make like a batch. I used to make a batch of them, and then I would put them in a clear dish. I would just stack them in a clear dish because I liked putting those in glass dishes in the fridge versus plastic. And I would have them, and then if I got like a random hair up my ass, I would go in there and I would get like 5 of them, and I would just sit there and eat. And they're really great because they're fresh. It's not like a ton of calories. So good, so good. Yeah, pretty tasty. But yeah, I'm always looking for like recipes to cook and to try, and 90 minutes and 19 seconds. I just think it's really fun, to get creative with the food that you eat. And just learning how to cook in general. I know that there are a lot of people who are like, women these days don't know how to cook. I think everybody needs to know how to cook, because cooking is a life skill. I think that's something that everybody should know how to do, is to at least cook themselves something that is healthy, be able to throw something simple together. I'm not saying everybody has to be a 5-star chef. I'm definitely not. But knowing how to do basic things for yourself, if you can, is just great, Little bits and pieces of independence So even when you get into a relationship with somebody, you're not 100% depending upon them to provide every need for you. You're also able to provide for them and provide for yourself. So I think that's really cool. Oh my goodness. I'm so tired. So tired. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. It's crazy to be existing right now in a place where I've just been reflecting over the past couple of days over all of the cool stuff that's been happening to me, and how I had multiple moments where I thought I wasn't going to make it, or I thought everything was going down the shitter. And it's just so great to be in a place where that's not the case. It feels good to be here. It feels good to be alive. It feels good to be building a community with you all, and to have you here with me as I'm walking my little journey wherever I'm headed, wherever I'm going. You know? It's just so cool. I was thinking that all day today. This is just so cool. Like, I sound like a broken record to anybody that's asking me, how are you feeling? Just life is so cool. It's so cool. I feel like now's a good time for us to take some deep breaths together. We haven't done that in a long time. I did that in some of my earlier videos, but I don't think I've done like a deep breath thing in a minute, so let's drink some more water together. And then we'll do some deep breaths, some deep breathing. Alright, so if you are driving, please be careful, be alert. If you are standing somewhere and falling could potentially happen, please be careful, be alert. So let's do like a little mini guided meditation. So what I want you to do is I want you to roll your neck, roll your neck. Feel, and then roll it slowly and feel how the muscles in your shoulder blades pull as you're moving your neck. Okay, and then lift your shoulders up like this, and drop your shoulders down. And lift your shoulders up, and drop your shoulders down. Lift them up, hold, and drop them down. Very good. And now, get into a comfortable position if you can. If you're in that type of place, you can either lie down or you can sit. And let's just take some deep breaths together. So, on the first deep breath that you're going to take, I want you to imagine that you're pulling in energy from the universe. I like to imagine that this energy is like a teal or a turquoise or like a light blue, because I always feel like that's like the color of freshness. Hey, 23 minutes as we're doing this. The color of freshness. So inhale and breathe that energy in all the way down to the bottom of your stomach. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. I want you to keep breathing and allow your breathing to be normal. And as you're breathing, I want you to bring your attention to, let's start at the top of your head. want you to imagine that your crown chakra is just opening up like a flower to the energy of the universe, spirit, source, God, Allah, whatever it is that whatever is your creed. And just allow that beautiful blue light energy to just flow into that space. And then allow it to flow to where your third eye is and your pineal gland, right between and slightly above your eyebrows. And I want you to notice if your eyebrows are tense. You can lift them and lower them a couple of times to check and see. And keep breathing. Go as deep as you can, or as deep as you'd like. And then exhale. Pull that energy from your third eye chakra down into your throat chakra. Imagine that blue energy just rinsing everything out as it falls. As it goes from each energy center, it's just washing any gunk, any gook, any energy that you may have picked up from other people. And if you can, touch your neck. See if there are any places of tension in the back of your neck, in the sides, or on the front. Be very gentle on the front. Usually a lot of people carry tension in the back of their neck. So you can just take your fingers and you can just kind of rub it down. And what I'm doing is I'm rubbing circles that are, I guess, clockwise and counterclockwise, pulling that tension out. Pull the energy down further from your throat chakra into your heart center. And here, notice if you have any tension in your upper back. If you've had your shoulders pulled close to your neck today, maybe because you were cold for an extended period of time, let's start to shake out all of that tension. Yeah, doing this, it actually feels really good. It looks silly, but it feels good. Notice if you have any tension in your upper back and your shoulder blades. And keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Focus on the energy that's there in your heart center and imagine that it's a bright white light. And as you breathe, it pulses out just a little bit more. It doesn't stop and shrink when you exhale. It just extends little bit by little bit. Extends. Imagine that light filling your chest, your back, your stomach, your shoulders, upper, lower. Feel that energy stretching out, covering your skin. Connect with your heart center. This is where all of your love for other people, your love for self, your love for whatever it is that you love, that's where it resides, in that heart space there. I like to put my right hand on my heart and then put my left hand over it. That just feels really comfortable for me. And I'll sit there and I'll rock back and forth sometimes. And pull the energy further down into your solar plexus, which is right above your belly button and below your rib cage. Feel it there, feel that warm energy, and keep breathing. And now notice in your arms if there's any tension. Up here, in your forearms, in your wrists. If you're lying down and you have your wrist bent up under, flex it a little bit. If you're lying down watching this and you're leaning on your hand, flex the wrist a little bit. Massage the muscles in your arms just a little bit. And then stretch your arms out like this. Keep breathing. You can stretch them up. As you breathe into your stomach, feel your stomach and your lower back expand. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. That energy is still flowing through you. So pull that energy, that universal energy that started at the crown energy center, and pull it down into your sacral chakra. This is the chakra that is connected to your creativity. It's connected to your sexuality, whatever that may be. It's connected to reproduction. It's connected to everything down there that is a feel-good thing. And breathe deep into it. And know that you are creative and wonderfully made. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's spend some time here. I have a feeling that some of you are afraid to allow yourself to just be as creative as you want to be because you feel like you're going to create some weird shit. You'll be interested in painting weird stuff or drawing weird stuff. But do you know creativity is supposed to be free from judgment? Keep breathing. It is your divine right to feel good. It is your divine right to experience pleasure, to experience the joy of creation. That is a divine right that you hold. And by doing anything that's creative, you honor that divine right. Keep breathing. Inhale. And exhale. And now I want you to pull that beautiful, cooling blue energy down into your base chakra that has to deal with survival and safety and protection. And it's down there at the base of your spine. And now's a good time to notice if the muscles in your rear are tight. Have you been flexing or clenching? You don't have to answer that, but make a note of it for yourself. Notice if your legs are tight. If you're in a position where you can stretch a little bit, you should do that. Just a little bit. You don't have to get up and do anything crazy. safe to be yourself. You are loved. You are protected. You are blessed and highly favored. You amazing, incredible you are creative. You do have willpower. You are strong. You are made in the very image of that which exists in all things. All things. You have a loving heart. You have a voice that is important and deserves to be heard. And you have the gift of connection with that which is divine. You have access to that. It's not just those in high places or who have money or who trained in monasteries or who are the leaders at your local community church. You have that direct access through meditation, through awareness, through the stillness. You have that connection. It is yours. You never have to ask anybody else to check with your spirit. It's your spirit. You can rest. For those of you that this resonates, you have worked so hard for so long. You can rest. Right now with me, you can just take a couple minutes to rest. Just be here with me in this moment. Just breathing. Enjoying the luxury of being in a physical experience while having access to spiritual things. Fearfully and wonderfully made, I'm hearing. I hear laughter. Your inner children are incredibly happy to be recognized and seen. Happy to be considered. You are the person that your inner child needed. You are the person who you needed. Isn't that beautiful? That you've become this incredible person through all of your work, through all of your searching. Even though you've made mistakes and you've stumbled here or there, who hasn't? Who hasn't? This is a universal experience to stumble, to feel like you're not moving fast enough, to feel like you're not adequate enough, to feel like you're not secure enough, to feel like you're just not enough. That is a common feeling. You're not alone. But it's not true. You are so many of those wonderful things. And other people see it. Some people might not say it. Some people might be jealous of it. But other people do see it. They recognize it. And I recognize it too. How'd that feel? Was that nice? It was nice for me. It was very nice for me. I feel like I'm super prepared to go to bed. I don't believe in extending these videos past the point where I feel like it's okay to let them go. And I've had 39 minutes and 39 seconds to say that. I've definitely had my nights where I'm like, I'm struggling to stay awake, and then I'll get like a random burst of energy and I keep going, and then I hit an hour. But I was telling my dad today I was gonna stream on Twitch. I was gonna live stream the games that I was playing. I was gonna do it for 4 hours. And I think I got to 3 hours and 45 minutes and was like, I'm gonna call it. I've done everything I think I've needed to do. I think The 4 hour was just kind of like something that could be reached. So in these videos, I like that they're an hour. I enjoy that they're an hour. But if I don't need the full hour, I don't need the full hour. That's something I want you all to keep in mind too. Like, you are, again, free to change your mind as things go on. You know? Some of you have things that you said that you would never do in another relationship. You would never do with another person. 40 minutes and 40 seconds as I'm saying this. And you made all of these declarations. And now, as you're growing and as you're experiencing things, you're kind of like, but what if I want to change that? Does that mean that I'm flighty? Does it mean that I'm flip-floppity? Not necessarily. I mean, I feel like you'd have to check with your spirit to know that. But you are free to change your mind, to change your goals, to change your views at any time. And even though people will attempt to judge you, they have no leg to stand on. They have no leg to stand on. Because it's you, your life is yours and yours alone. Yes, you share it with other people, but at the end of the day, it is yours. I want you all to hug yourself for me at some point, if you can. Hug yourself for me on my behalf. I love a good hug. I love a good solid hug, so hug yourself for me. Really feel that energy, feel that vibe. Feel the vibe. I'm so grateful for you guys. It's crazy. As you are moving through your life, you're going to have moments that feel surreal. And they're going to make you potentially a little uncomfortable because it's never been as good as it's getting. Not as it's gonna get, but as it's getting. And some of you may struggle with the, do I deserve this? And I think this is something that you should look at. You should look at where this 42 minutes and 42 seconds as I'm saying this, look at where this doubt of deserving good things came from. Who put that on you? Because that was not always you. Children do not think about whether or not they deserve things. They simply are in the space of receiving, enjoying, having a good time. So at some point, I'm willing to bet for some of you, it was, I would say 6 or 7, that you started feeling like you didn't deserve things, which is a crazy age to start thinking that. And I'm sorry to those of you who you are about that old. Because you do deserve it. Simply by being, you deserve it. All that good. It's your divine birthright, my love. That's why you're watching this video. That's why you're at this point in the video. That's why you're on this journey. Because it is your divine right. I don't know how you came across this video. I don't know how you came across my channel. But I don't put a ton of hashtags on all my videos. I don't have like a marketing plan. So the fact that my videos are reaching some of you, it's because you're in a place where you can receive the information that I have for you. I am one of many vessels that has information for you all. There are quite a few people online that do things similar to what I do. But I feel like those of you who are watching this video, my particular brand, I guess, of this just, I guess, agrees with you. Which makes me happy. I'm glad that it agrees with ya. I do love you guys. It's crazy. Again, if I ever meet any of you guys in public, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna tear up. 44 minutes and 44 seconds as I say this. I'm going to tear up because you have no idea what this means to me to have you guys here at this point in my life at 32 doing things I never thought I would be doing. You have no idea how much it means to me. to have comments and likes and subscribers, and I keep telling you guys, you don't have to do any of that. You never have to subscribe, you never have to like, you never have to comment, because I want you to be here in this space in a way that you are comfortable existing in. If you just want to listen to these videos and you just want to lurk, I want you to feel free to do that. I want you to feel free to do that at all times. I want to create a safe space for you. A safe space. And I think it's because, if I'm being 100% honest, I want to create the type of space that I didn't have. There weren't a lot of spaces where I felt like I could just be like my little weird kooky self and I could just receive support. I always felt like if I was anywhere, that support came at a price. I had to do something. That's why I don't want you guys to feel like you have to do anything when you're here, except be here, be in the moment, as long as you want to be, or as little as you want to be. I really wish that I had had that. But if I could go back in time, I wouldn't change a damn thing, because of how fulfilled I feel in my life right now with you all. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. It's weird. I told my sister yesterday, I kind of feel like, you know, in shows where it's animated up until a certain point, and then a character would walk past that point and it would just be white, and then they would walk back and come back and they'd be like, oh, somebody forgot to animate the rest of this. That used to happen in shows all the time. That was one of the ways that they broke the fourth wall. And that's kind of how I feel. I feel like this part of my life is, I don't know. I have ideas, I have vague ideas, but nothing is set. Like, the world is my oyster, and it's yours too. I feel like that's why there's so many spiritual things. I think that's why the planets are doing all this kind of kooky, crazy stuff. That's why we had these crazy super moons that we had last year. We had 3 moons that were massive last year, and I think it's because everybody's at the point where they are stepping into this new space, where it's like, we're free to sail in whichever direction we want. We create our own heading. We have our heading. We are the captains of our ships and the masters of our souls. And that just makes me so excited for the future. It makes me so excited for you guys. It makes me so excited for y'all. I think that's all I have for you guys tonight. A little guided meditation, some positive affirmations, and just gratitude for you guys being here, for being you. I love it. I love it so much. I'm gonna cry in my live. Whenever I do that, I'm gonna cry. So I'll bring some tissues, especially if I end up doing a little bit of a during. I am gonna have to have tissues because I am gonna tear up. Because I never thought I would ever in my life have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Just never thought about it. I always thought about potentially getting a record deal in 48 minutes and 48 seconds, as I say this, getting a record deal and making money and being famous, but I never thought about presenting in a way that was true to my inner child and was true to me, and that people would vibe with that message enough to want to subscribe to my channel. I'm telling you guys, as things are happening to you, sit down and really think about what it means, because it's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your mind. You're gonna be sitting there like, how did this happen? How did we get here? Because you wanted to get here. I can't wait for y'all to get in these relationships and start having babies. I don't know, I love that. I love when people are like, guess who's pregnant? I love that. Or like, guess who's gonna be a dad? Love that. Guess who's gonna be a caretaker? A parental figure? Love that. Love that. If that happens for any of you and you guys find out, please tell me so that I can celebrate with you. Please tell me. Please send me a message and be like, I'm pregnant. I found the love of my life. I got that job. You know, I got a new car. I finally got a motorcycle. You know, whatever it happens to be. Share. Don't be stingy with your joy. I mean, obviously, if it's like private to you, obviously don't share it online, but you know. Anywho, that's all I have for you all this evening. I love you all so much. I'm so grateful for you. Oh my gosh. I hope you have an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night. I hope that you continue to speak kind words to yourself. Talk to yourself nice. Talk to yourself in the way that a lover would talk to you, because you deserve it, because you need to hear it. Your brain needs to be rewired to where it expects to hear that, because that is what you deserve. Okay? You guys are the best, and I'll holler at you tomorrow night. Bye!